Hey, welcome into episode 59 of Inside 300, presented by InsideTheMagic.com. I'm your host, Brian Perry. We're about to tackle some Spider-Man No Way Home rumors and also get to a special surprise concert that took place at EPCOT involving the voice of one of the most iconic Pixar characters over the last 10 years. Episode 59 starts right now. Bizarre twist in who's in and who's out of Spider-Man No Way Home, the third installment in the Tom Holland trilogy. It's been years since rumors began intensifying that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield would be appearing in what would be just the greatest things in sliced bread, honestly. But over the last few months, other names have been thrown in the ring as having potential involvement in 2021's biggest blockbuster. Now it's Venom actor Tom Hardy, who is appearing on Google's cast list for No Way Home, bringing confusion and excitement to a fever pitch. IMDb does not have the actor listed on their cast, though this picture was shared on social media relatively recently before being deleted. Hardy can be seen sporting a No Way Home hat, which means absolutely nothing, quite frankly, but of course it's going to spark conversation for the next few months until the movie is released. So what do you think? Will this version of Venom make an appearance in the upcoming flick? This thing better be like 4 hours, 5 hours long, because the anticipation is through the roof. I want to see every single character ever created in any movie ever. No Way Home premieres in mid-December. The slow crawl that is the construction for the brand new Frozen area at Hong Kong Disneyland continues to become more and more recognizable. Not only are we seeing the North Mountain taking shape, but now look! The clock tower down in the town of Arendelle. Yay, progress. Announced nearly 5 years ago, the land is part of an extensive multi-billion-dollar expansion, which again is why I don't think not running the trams has to do with money, but whatever, for Disney's smallest theme park. As always, HKDL Fantasy on Twitter was the first to share these images. Once the land does finally open, guests will have the opportunity to ride Wandering Oaken's Sliding Sleighs, which is an upcoming coaster that kind of resembles Mine Train, and also Frozen Ever After, the boat ride that currently resides in the Norwegian Pavilion at EPCOT. Frozen Ever After will also open out in Tokyo and Paris within the next few years. And what's interesting about these new versions of the ride is that they're obviously not locked into the old Maelstrom track that the current attraction uses. Theoretically, the ride layout could be built from scratch and be completely original. Though, honestly, I don't expect it to happen, so we'll see. The opening date for the Arendelle area of Hong Kong Disneyland was supposed to be in 2022, but we will see if that sticks. Our new host, Mark, explored the top 5 things to do at Downtown Disney out in California last week, but one aspect of the famous district remains closed even a year after the area reopened due to the pandemic. We're talking about the Disneyland tram and how it's still not operating, meaning that guests need to walk 2/3 of a mile from the parking garages to the entrances of California Adventure and Disneyland Park. Down in Orlando, we got the same exact thing going on. The trams are not operating at the 4 theme parks, which means you can enjoy what feels like a 26.2-mile walk from the corner of the Discovery Lot to the entrance of EPCOT. The strangest aspect in all of this is that Disney remains mum on the reasoning for the trams remaining closed. It's clearly okay to stash a bunch of people into a pirate's boat or have folks sit side by side on Mission Breakout and Tower of Terror, but the line gets drawn with the trams? Extremely bizarre. I also find it hard to believe that it's a cost-effective measure that Disney is trying to take. The cost to operate the trams is so minimal in the grand scheme of things, especially when the company is investing a pretty penny into expansions throughout the world. Honestly, I've given up on trying to make sense of it. Hopefully the trams return before 2022, but don't bank on it. Anthony Gonzalez, the voice of Miguel from one of Pixar's greatest films of all time, Coco, surprised guests at EPCOT right around the 50th anniversary and performed live with the park's famous Mariachi Cobre band. Take a look. In a video released by The Mouse, Gonzalez explores Walt Disney World with his family before singing over by the American Pavilion with the band. He sings Un Poco Loco in the Academy Award-winning Remember Me. The actor was only 12 when he recorded the lines for Miguel in 2017's movie, and now he can be heard in the new Far Cry 6 video game as the voice and model for Diego. Un Poco Loco will also be appearing in Mickey's PhilharMagic beginning next month at Walt Disney World. The brand new scene was already added to PhilharMagic in Disneyland this last summer. Thanks so much for watching episode 59 of Inside 300. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe, click that bell icon. This way you're notified whenever we come out with new content. There will not be an Inside 300 this Saturday because we have our brand new show, 50 for 50, the top 50 attractions in Walt Disney World history, launching on Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern. So be sure to tune into that. I've been your host, Brian Perry, and as always,
bye-bye.